So this is problem number 11 from the hard copy of the book in section 8.4. And it reads, Tara's store specializes in the sale of sweet pepper seeds for $2.85 each and packets of hot pepper seeds for $4.29 each. And then she also offers a 16-packet mixed pepper assortment combining packets of both types of seeds at $3.30 per packet. And then we want to know how many packets of each type of seed are there in the assortment. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is define our variables because we're trying to solve something that is unknown here. And anytime you're working on a word problem that isn't working with a defined formula, then you need to define your variables. So if we look at the question that's being asked, how many packets of each type of seed are there? That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to let x be the number of packets. Excuse me. So number of packets of the hot peppers. Okay. And then I'm going to let y be the other one. So this will be the number of packets of the, sweet peppers. Well, let's actually make this the sweet pepper. I thought that was the first one that I saw. So x is going to be the number of packets of the sweet peppers, and y will be the number of packets of the hot peppers. Okay, so if that's the case, then we need to actually look at the fact that we have this 16-packet mix. And, well, actually what we need to do now is we actually need to create a system of equations. But what I'm going to do that is look at this 16-packet mix, because with the information that we're given, that's going to be how we're going to actually figure this system out. Okay, so the first equation, I might be able to write them here. So the first equation, if this is the number of packets, if x is the number of packets of one, y is the number of packets of the other, and we know that we've got a 16-packet mix, then x plus y should equal 16. Okay, so that's our first equation there. And the second equation is going to take into account the money portion of it. So the sweet peppers are $2.85 each, so $2.85 times x. The hot peppers are $4.29 each, so $4.29 times y. And these are representing to us the amount of money that's coming from each of these packets in this 16-packet assortment. Okay, so $2.85 times, however many of the 16 are are the sweet peppers. That tells us how much money is coming from there. This has got to be equal to the total. Okay, but they don't actually give you the total in this problem. They give you that it's $3.30 per packet, and we know that we actually have 16 packets here. So you'll actually have to calculate your total by taking $3.30 per packet times the fact that there's 16 packets there. So it's a little small. Let me write this a little bigger. So our first equation there is x plus y is 16. This equation is taking into account the number of packets plus number of packets has to equal total number of packets. The second equation is taking into account the cost of buying the packets. So $2.85 for the first packet, $4.29 for the second type of packet, and that's equal to $3.30 for the assortment times 16, because we've got 16 packets in the assortment. Okay, so here's our system, and we want to solve that. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the substitution method. So I'm going to take that top equation and just solve it for y. So we have y is equal to 16 minus x. And then I'm going to take this and plug it into the second equation for the y. So this becomes 285 x plus 429 times 16 minus x, and that's equal to 330 times the 16. Okay, so 52.8. All right, and we just want to solve for x now, so I'm going to go ahead and distribute the 4.29 So I've got 4.29 times 16, and we get 68.64 minus 4.29x. And we want to go ahead and collect like terms here, the negative 4.29 and the 2.85. So we'll get a negative 1.44x plus the 68.64. Okay, let's go ahead and take the 68 over. So we get negative 1.44x equal to the 68.64 minus the 52.8. We've got a negative 15.84. And let's go ahead and divide. Now this should end up being a whole number because we're selling numbers of packets here. You can't have a portion of a packet being sold. So if it isn't a whole number, then we've made a mistake. But it is a whole number here. We get x is equal to 11. And to find the number of the other packets, I'm just going to plug right back into this equation right here. We'll get y is equal to 5. So there are, to answer the question, how many packets of each type of seed are there in the assortment? There are 11 packets of the sweet peppers and 5 packets of the hot peppers. And that would be it in this problem.